So biomedical engineering is a booming field of study here in the States, great industry opportunities, but students can't find out helpful information. That was Ritesh's story. He was a student struggling, not knowing what to do. He had to learn the hard way with lots of things. So he's going to share his experiences, his lessons learned on a degree in biomedical engineering and career opportunities in the medical device industries. This video is going to really help you out. Grab some chai and join us. Hey friends, welcome to Chai and Coaching. I'm Rob. We love helping people be successful in their cross-cultural journeys, especially international students. And our focus today is biomedical engineering and medical devices. And Ritesh has some incredible experience to share with you guys about the degree. And then at the very end, he's going to be talking about job search, job opportunities, and skills you need to get jobs in biomedical engineering and medical devices. So Ritesh, please go ahead and introduce yourself, buddy.
Hello, everyone. This is Ritesth. I'm from Mumbai. I'm a biomedical engineer. I did my bachelor's in biomedical engineering from Mumbai University. Then I did my Master of Science in biomedical engineering from Wayne State University, Detroit. And currently I'm working as a quality engineer with Becton Dickinson, which is known as BD. And I'm in Baltimore right now. So yeah, that's all about me.
Ritesh, I'm super thankful for you reaching out and connecting with me to want to share your stories and experience to help guide other students to success. That's what Chai and Coaching is all about. So let's start with the very beginning. Now, what should students who are in their bachelor's or finishing up their bachelor's be thinking about, especially their future and preparing to come into a industry or future master's degree in BME?
So what I realized that students don't have much knowledge about what exactly biomedical engineering is. When they get into it, then later they start knowing about what it is and what does it have. Most of the students back in India look biomedical engineering as just an option. Like if they don't get to some major engineering branches, they just opt as a biomedical engineer.
It's kind of like a backup plan, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a very interesting field and it's a booming field. And unfortunately, there are very few engineering colleges back in Mumbai who offer biomedical engineering. There are just 4 of those, what my knowledge is. There is a lot of opportunities in the biomedical engineering, but there are very few resources, as you said in your introduction. So for a biomedical engineer, while he is pursuing his bachelor's degree, I think a biomedical engineer should know exactly what it is about, to be honest, like what medical devices it is, information does it have, or kind of what subjects are they going to offer, unless and until they go for biomedical engineering. Because once you are into that field, you cannot go back, and then you find like few people just drop out because they don't find it interesting. But if you consider me, I was always into medical devices since my father has a kind of business back in India. He deals with few medical devices. So it was since childhood that I was interested into medical devices. So yeah, it was not an option for me. So I was interested. So I just went for biomedical engineering. But like I said, people don't know, and then they find it difficult on their way in the bachelor's.
There's so many opportunities, but most people just don't even know those exist. So when people are going to study abroad, do a master's in biomed, or even an undergrad abroad, what do they need to know about the courses and the curriculum that are unique to biomedical?
So if a student wants to pursue his or her master's in the US in biomedical engineering specifically, so based on my experiences and my knowledge, a student should do like 3 or 2 months internship in a hospital. Like many biomedical engineers do that, and it's a very good thing. You get to know about different medical devices, because till we do our internships, the knowledge we have, that is just a theoretical one. But once we go onto the field, work in the hospital with different medical devices, we get to see those medical devices that we have not even heard about. So it's a fantastic thing that if you can just do a small internship at a hospital, and then get to learn about different medical devices, their work process, how and what if they like go down, and then how we can make them work fine again. So that's a a student should obviously do internship in the hospital, but if the person is planning for his or her master's in biomedical engineering in the US, the story is totally different here. Here, if you are working in a hospital, so that is considered, according to my knowledge, it is considered as a technician job. And then you find a very difficult thing with the visa process. And then if it is not in the STEM, then obviously for an international student, it's a matter of concern. So if the person is planning his or her master's in the US, the one thing that they should do is that after they graduate, or maybe if they can, while they are pursuing their bachelor's, should work in a manufacturing industry back in India, a medical device manufacturing in India, because the bachelor's courses and the curriculum back in India is, they don't give you a manufacturing knowledge. They just give you knowledge about the medical devices and their electronics, etc. But you have a very less knowledge about how they are being manufactured, what are the standards they are within. So students, even it wouldn't be wrong that if I say that 90% of students lack that knowledge, that how the medical devices are being manufactured, what are the standards being used, what are the quality management systems for those medical devices. In the US, you work in a medical device manufacturing industry. And if you don't have this knowledge, it's a very difficult thing to get a job in the medical device industry. So I suggest, based on my experiences, if you are pursuing your bachelor's in biomedical engineering and you are planning to do your master's in the US, go and work in a medical device manufacturing company, at least for a year or so, minimum year, to get a knowledge about different fields in the manufacturing industry, whether it is quality, whether it is product development, whether it is manufacturing, whether it is regulatory. Try to learn few things, and those are really useful if you are looking for jobs in the US in the medical device manufacturing industry. So that will be my suggestion to do all the students who are right now pursuing their bachelor's and are planning to do their master's in the US.
I love it. Those are some great tips. And for the students who actually come here to America or doing their master's, you said that there's some online courses they can take that can really upgrade them, help them, give them an advantage and special knowledge. What are some of those online courses you would suggest for students doing their master's here in the States?
So it's just not about the online courses. Even many universities do give the options of taking at least 8 to 10 credits from different branches of engineering. While you're pursuing your master's, you can obviously take like some Lean Six Sigma courses. And if you're doing it that in the industry, you even get the certificate, whether it is black belt, green belt, or yellow belt, you get that certification. And it does matter when you are looking for a full-time job in the medical device industry. Then if you talk about, even if your university is giving you courses regarding to regulatory, so you can opt for that as well. But if you don't have that options in your university, so you can do your online courses as well. So the main online course that I would suggest is ISO 13485, which is a medical device manufacturing quality management system. So that is very much recommendable. And then the second, I would suggest that get an online course about process validations in medical device manufacturing, because most of the job interviews in the medical device manufacturing, they do ask you questions about how the validations are being done, or do you have any knowledge about the ISO or international standards, FDA standards. So I do suggest like getting knowledge about FDA 21 CFR at 20, which is the quality management system that is being followed in the US. Then ISO 13485, like I said. Then get knowledge about process validations. Then you can do a course about process validations. So that is what I suggest. So these are few online courses that I can suggest. Obviously, the main courses, even one of the main courses, Lean Six Sigma. So that also helps you get knowledge about the quality management system on the manufacturing side in the medical device manufacturing industry.
We'll have links in the video description for all of those things that Ritesh mentioned, so easy for you guys to find out about those. And so our chai question is what universities are you considering for biomedical engineering? go ahead and tell us in the comments. There's a lot of great universities. Want to know which one you guys are considering or applying to for BME here in the States. Ritesh, you went to Wayne State University there in Detroit. What are some of the other top biomedical universities that are known in the States?
According to my knowledge, so I cannot recommend like based like top universities, but I can surely suggest you the areas that you can target if you are considering medical device manufacturing. So on the top, it would surely be the West Coast, like the California. Like most, even I have few friends who are asking me, who are taking some guidance from me, those who want to do their masters in biomedical engineering, and those who are right now pursuing their bachelors. So I surely suggest them to opt for universities in California, because there are a lot of medical device, like lot of will be a small term, like most of the medical device manufacturing industries are in California. So I would surely suggest to target the West Coast if you are pursuing a medical device manufacturing as a full-time job. And later you can also target the East Coast if you consider some Massachusetts, New Hampshire, or you can obviously target Georgia for that concern. So yeah, these few states you can surely go for, but the main thing I would suggest that California is the main state where you can surely find a lot of opportunities, and more than that, you can find a lot of people who are working in the medical device manufacturing. So you make a lot of connections out there. And another thing that I realized with the universities in the West Coast, that they are offering courses related to medical device manufacturing. So you don't have to opt for any online course or pay some extra amount to do a course. So you can surely opt for those courses within your universities, and you get the certification for that as well. So that would be my suggestion if you're applying for universities and if you're planning to do your full-time job in medical device manufacturing.
No, that is a great suggestion, my friends. If you are learning a ton from Ritesh, give a big like and thumbs up to say thanks to him. Smash that like button. Now, Ritesh, tell us more about what kind of positions should job seekers target in the medical device industry?
If you are a biomedical engineer or an industrial engineer or a manufacturing engineer, so I would specifically talk about a biomedical engineer if he is looking for a job in the medical device industry and he has knowledge about some quality management systems, some manufacturing, some regulatory. The positions he or she can target are the first one would be a quality engineer, which has knowledge about some corrective and preventive actions, and then a few quality tools like root cause analysis. And you can surely use your knowledge about validations. Then the second position, I can surely say that manufacturing engineer positions in the medical device manufacturing. Now, quality and manufacturing are more of the similar if you see the job requirements given by a company. So if you have little knowledge about quality and manufacturing, you can surely opt for these two positions. Then later on, if you have some extra skills, like if you know some 3D softwares like SolidWorks, AutoCAD, or something like that, so you can surely target a product development engineer, and then you can go for an R&D engineer, because they do ask your knowledge regarding your designing tools. So these two positions you can surely target. So according to my knowledge, if you are having knowledge about quality manufacturing and some knowledge about some designing tools, you can surely opt for these four positions. The first one is quality, then it's the manufacturing, then the R&D engineer, and the product development engineer. So this would be my suggestions.
Ritesh, what kind of extra skill sets would be required for people to land jobs in this industry?
Like I mentioned earlier as well, since the quality management systems or the validations, or in some universities, even the standards like the ISO standards or the FDA standards that are being used in the medical device manufacturing industry are not being taught or not being given the knowledge of, especially if a person is coming from India and he has done his bachelor's back in India. So these students lack this skill sets and knowledge. So if you are looking for a job in the medical device manufacturing industry, so I would surely suggest these are some extra skill sets, like getting knowledge about the quality management system, getting knowledge about some regulatory things out there, getting knowledge about some validations, and some quality tools. You can surely go through a lot of research or some videos on the YouTube, and you can surely get that knowledge. And like I also said, you can do some online courses regarding this skill sets, which will surely help you to add some extra knowledge and will surely make your way easier to get into that medical device industry.
Ritesh, this has been super helpful. I've learned a lot because it's a whole new industry, new degree that I don't have much experience with. But I know so many people are interested in this, and this is going to guide them to make good decisions, study the right things, prepare the right way for their jobs. And so thank you so much for taking the hard things that you learned and making it available for students to make it easier for them.
No problem, Rob. It's a pleasure having this conversation with you, and it will be a real. I will be really happy if I'm helpful to someone who is trying to pursue his or her job or career in medical device manufacturing industry. So thank you again for this opportunity.
Definitely. That's what Shine Coaching is all about, taking your stories and passing them on to help impact other people, inspire other people. I love it. My friends, be sure to connect with us online on social media so we can continue to help you more. And also be subscribed to our newsletter with great tips and upcoming events and things like that. And really appreciate you guys tuning in, joining Ritesh and I. We'll see you next time at Shine Coaching. Cheers.